This conference will now be recorded.
Hi team. Anyone working in ETL tool? Other ETL tools? Anyone working?
Hi Venkat, this is Manohar. I'm
Yes,
working
Manohar.
on ETL Data. Do you heard?
Okay. Okay.
I'm working on last 2 years on.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So let me start it. Why we need to learn Talend? Because of there is a n number of programming languages, n number of ETL tools, IT tools, and n number of languages are there in the market, right? Why we need to learn especially Talend? If you learn something, you need to get some benefit, right? What are the benefits you will get it? So anyone having idea? Anyone having idea?
Yeah, it's an open source. You can download it from a Google
Okay.
directly.
Okay.
It
So
has
other
many
than that,
features.
okay.
Many features comparing to other ETL, other tools.
Yes, you are not able to hear my voice. You can drop off and rejoin back. Okay, some people is not able to hear my voice means, so drop off and rejoin back. Okay, so yes, so that is the open source. So other than that, what are the benefits you will get it? What are the benefits you will get, team? Whatever you know, whatever you see, if you are learning something, you may did some research, right? Whether this tool is good or bad in the market. Okay, so how is the openings and all? You may did some research, right? You inquired with your friends or some colleagues. Okay, so what you found it? So those details I wanted just. Okay.
Yeah, we can convert large files into we can extract the large amount of data into the required whatever amount of data we can extract from the large files. So that is the main advantage of this tool, and has many features compared to other tools.
Okay.
And
Okay.
fast processing of large data.
Who is good name? Admin. Who is the good?
I'll introduce myself. I'm Likita.
Likita. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So for the fast processing of large data,
Okay. Very good.
scalability,
Okay.
uh, like
Yeah. All are good points. Only. Just I'm just doing some how what you did before learning something. So we can't simply blindly go and join any tool, any programming language, any tool and learn it. Then we can't do like that, right? Blindly. Okay. So if we want to learn something, we need to do proper way, proper research and everything. So then we have to, if it's good in the market, then we have to learn it. So that's why I'm asking it. Okay. Yes, go ahead. I will explain why we need to learn and all. But before going to my side, just asking from your sides. Yes, team. Anyone having idea? Tell me. Okay, so let me start it. So Talend is a ETL tool. So in the data warehousing, so there is a ETL tool and reporting tools. Okay, ETL tools and reporting tools. Okay, to learn data warehousing technologies, it's not required coding language. It is required only logical thinking knowledge. Okay, so kindly keep and mute it if you are not speaking. So it is helpful for others. Kindly keep and mute. Thank you. Okay, so ETL tools, there is a number of ETL tools are there in the market. So for example, Talend, we are going to learn it. Why we need to learn, I will explain it. So data stage, Informatica, these are the tools. SSIS, so this is called as MSBI. Okay, so Power BI reporting tools, Tableau, okay, Cognos. So there is a number of tools are there. Okay, these are all the old tool. Talend is a very new tool, means very good demanding skill in the market. Very good demanding skill in the market. Suppose assume that, so ETL tool, there is a number of tools are there in the market. Suppose I want to develop one project. So I need some resource. Assume that I need 5 members to develop the project. Okay. So I need to provide for any ETL project. Assume that. Suppose assume that I have, this is the open source. Compare with the enterprise. So assume that this other ETL tools. Assume that to get the software, we need to pay 10 lakhs. Assume that 10 lakhs. But Talend, you will get it by 2 to 3 lakhs only. 2 to 3 lakhs. So almost 1/4 of amount we can save the amount for purchasing a product itself. Okay, so I have invested less amount for the purchasing product. I can give the employees to the more salary, right? For other ETL tools, I have already invested more amount for purchasing product, so I can give little bit less salary for other ETL tools. But Talend will give more salary. When you learn Talend, you will get more salary. Okay, because of the product purchase cost is very low. Even though if it's open source, some people may use the enterprise edition, right? So for enterprise edition also the cost is very less. Okay, so you will get very good packages when you learn Talend. The market wise is very good. Market wise very good. Demand compare with these are all the old tools. These are the new tool. It's introduced in 2006, but for the past 3 to 4 years, the boom is going good. The demand is very more resources are very less. Okay, but demand is more. If you learn simply, you will get the job in Talend. They are not asking in depth, they will ask basics. Okay, so this is the one of the advantage. So any doubts why we need to learn Talend? This is not a programming language, it is a tool. Simply drag the components, implement the logic, load the data, read the data from the different types of source systems, perform some conditions, load into the somewhere. That is called as ETL. Okay, is it clear, Tim, why we need to learn? So they have n number of onshore opportunity also, Malaysia, Singapore. Okay, so they have more openings in Malaysia. More openings in Malaysia. You will onboard in online, remote only. You don't need to travel Malaysia, but they will onboard in the remote only. Okay. So India also very lot of openings, all MNCs like including TCS, Wipro, HCL, Accenture, IBM, Cognizant. So many product-based companies having opening. Deloitte. Okay, because of cost is very less, right? So that's why they will use the customer will preferable. Same, whatever I'm achieving in the same data stage, same I can achieve it in the Talend by using the less cost. So customer obviously will preferable Talend, right? Okay, is it clear, team? Why we need to learn Talend? Karthik, Aja, Maniteja, Manohar, is it clear? Others?
Yes, clear.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Yeah, Vanuja, you are not. I think you can drop up and rejoin back, and you are able to see. Sir, I'm asking that Talend is a tool, and you said that introduced in 2006, not 12. So it's 2005. It came into the market, but in the released open source, it's there in the market 2006 October. But past 5 years, for the past 5 years, it is very good demanding in the market. Past 5 years, it is improving, but now it's very fully improved. More customers are asking Talend. I want Talend software to develop the projects. So that's why all companies recruiting for Talend resource. Okay. So any questions? Feel free to ask me. So to learn Talend, okay. So it's required as basic SQL. Basic SQL. We'll teach here. Basic SQL. So I will teach here full package. The daily class timings 7:45 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST. Okay. So Monday to Friday classes. Saturday sometimes special classes will conduct it. So in that SQL. Okay. What we are going to cover it. So let me show you. So we'll cover Talend software installation, data warehousing concept, Oracle SQL, all Talend components. These are all the Talend components. We'll cover it. Okay. So if you learn Talend in this course, I am sure that everybody will get job. 100%. I will give 100% assurance. Okay. We'll explain real-time scenarios and questions, interview questions and answers. We'll explain some scenarios. Project explanation. We will conduct mock interviews. Okay. So interview questions. We'll explain interview questions and answers in the last. If you read those interview questions and answers, you will get the job easily. So we're covering live interview questions and answers. My students are attending interviews, right? They will say the questions. So we'll explain those questions and answers. Okay. So easy to get the job. Yes. Tim, any questions? Feel free to ask me now. Why we need to learn Talend? Tim?
And one more thing, tag also we are going to cover. Venkat.
Yeah.
Tag.
Yes. TAC also. So I'm going to cover it. So we have some videos. We'll give you the TAC also.
Okay, how many years we can
Okay.
survive in this ETL Talend?
Yeah, I'm recording, right? So actually I will upload this video in YouTube. So after recording stop, for your question, I will explain it.
Okay.
Okay. Because I will upload this video in the YouTube. Yes, any other questions? Any other questions, team? This is a user-friendly
So,
ETL tool here. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, Venkat, just now you said why we need to use Talend, right? So as it is only because of it is only open source, and what
So
answers we can give?
there is n number of n number of things. There is n number of components. User-friendly ETL tool. Okay, there is a cloud integration. We can easily implement it. Customer requirement, we can easily achieve it by using the more component. Other ETL tools, they have less components. Okay, that is the reason we can easily achieve, right, customer requirement. So that's why a customer will preferable. Even though if you purchase less cost, the complexity is more. So customer will obviously it will not preferable, right? So complexity is means customer requirement is complex, but we can easily do it. Means obviously because most of the people will preferable Talend. So that's why most of the people is preferable Talend.
So it is open source and number of components. Like what is cloud computing?
So cloud integration, nowadays most of the storage is the storing in the cloud systems, right? Cloud integration, real time data integration.
Okay.
So those who can easily achieve it. We'll explain it in regular classes.
And just noting
What is
down why we
cloud?
need to use Talend. So what
Why?
reasons we can give?
Suppose
Why? Yeah.
one person. Why we need to learn Talend means Talend is the tool. Suppose I have n number of I'm running one business. So I want to analyze my business whether I'm doing the right path or not. So I want to based on my data, my business data. Okay. So I will see my data. I will observe my data whether I'm getting the profit or loss, which area I have a number of branches, which branch I'm getting more profit, which branch I'm getting less profit, whether I'm getting loss or profit. So I want analysis it. My business I want analysis. So based on the analysis I can make the decisions. So decision making purpose we'll use the ETL tools. So in that Talend is one of the tool. Okay. So decision making purpose we'll use the tools. So suppose assume that in the Reliance, Mukesh Ambani, they have a number of branches, right? Overall the India. Okay. So you can't view the entire data or every transaction, every store data. You can't view, right? Simply you will view the report. Simply see, yeah, this much we have invested, this much I got profit in this branch, this branch. Simply they will generate the report. Okay, so in the dashboard, you will simply observe the dashboard. Yeah, I am fine. So I'm running the correct path, correct way I'm running my business. You will analyze it. Okay, suppose he is getting the loss, you will think it. So how to improve my business. So for that case, the ETL tools is required in the market. Okay, is it clear now? So why we need to learn Talend? ETL tools.
Yeah. Venkat.
Okay. So most of the banking project also you will use the ETL tools. Okay. Any questions, team? There is a number
What
of
is the
products.
what is the future of this ETL tool?
Future means which type of future? Like a
And
career wise
how,
or
yes, career wise, and how many years we can survive in this ETL tool?
another 20 to 30 years you can survey in this site, this Talend. It will come some new things. So we have to learn that new things and we have to improve it. Okay. So for the same product, some enhancements, some new features will come. So how to implement the new features we have to learn and we have to go. That's it. The same tool, it will be there another 25 to 30 years. Okay. So the future is very good. Future is very good. If you see, if you go for TCS, lot of openings are there. N number of openings. All companies. Even
Do we
my
get calls
students.
after completing these course?
Pardon?
Do we get calls after this course? I mean, someone
Yeah.
told me there is a lot of openings in between January and March only. After March,
Who said?
there is less.
Even though lockdown also we got calls. In last year, lockdown. June,
Oh,
July, lockdown also we got it calls. See, in the year, it will be there more calls in the financial year end, March, April, May, June. It will having more calls because of some people may get hike less. They will switch the companies, right? So that time having more openings. Okay. Even though if you go for a normal period also, it will having openings. 100% you will get calls. No second out. 200% you will get calls. 200% you will get job also. Any other questions, team?
Yeah, Venkat.
Why would
So along with this talent, do we need to learn any basics of big data or cloud? Because it has to integrate with some of the sources only, right? Either source or target.
so there is a n number of products, as I said. So there is a cloud product, data integration, big data integration. Basic is data integration. Without data integration, if you go for big data, you will be under trouble. Okay. If you know data integration, big data is very easy. So anyway, we are going to cover in the big data here only.
Okay.
Talend Open Studio for big data.
Okay.
Okay, so some of the things big data, so some softwares we are unable to install, right? So those and all we will cover theoretically, not practically. That's it. Mainly we'll cover Talend DA, data integration fully we'll cover here. Along with how to connect the cloud databases also we'll explain here.
Okay.
The course duration is 35 working days, 35 to 40 working days. Okay, so working days, not normal days, working days. Okay, so daily 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, the timing is same 7:40 as we discussed earlier, 7:45 to 9 a.m. Who are suitable this time only can join it. So the okay, any other questions? Yes. So we'll get, so why we know for money earning purpose only we are learning courses, right? So you can easily get the job, you can easily get the salary, more salary. So it is helpful for lifetime. Okay, so let me show you one simple example. Okay, so then we'll continue classes from tomorrow. Okay, please observe, guys. So let me go for so Talend ETL tool, right? E for ETL, E for extract the data. So T for transform the perform the some transformation, means some conditions. L for load the data into the somewhere. So assume that I have one file. So let me go for any one file. Let me take 1st March. Okay. So let me go for April 5th. So source. So there is a srcmp file. Okay. So let me remove all the records. Let me take very less. Okay. So I have some records in this file. So how many records are there in this file, team? Can somebody tell me? How many records
9,
are
sir.
there?
9, sir.
9. 9 or 10?
9.
9, right? So why not 10? So what is the reason? So what is this record? Whether this record is the data or something?
First one,
Header, right? So this record is
header.
a header.
Yes.
Column names, right? So what is the field separator in this column, in this file team? Field separator for employee number, employee name, job,
Comma.
salary, DEPT number. Something is separated.
Comma.
What is the delimiter? Comma. Okay,
Comma
this is
is
the
a
text
delimiter.
file. Comma delimited, right? So I want read this file. Okay, so I want read this file. I want to load into another file, another text file. Okay, but I don't want to load all the records. I want to load only whose DEPT number equal to 10. Those records only I want to load it. So how many records are there? DEPT number 10 team. How many records are there? Team, how many records are there? DEPT number 3.
Three.
Yeah. So let me copy these 3 records. I want to load into another file. That's it. So DEPT number 10. So this record. Why 20 is not loading? This one. Team, why it's not loading? Why it's not loading, team? This 20 is not loading, right? Why it's not loading means my condition is false. So that's why my data is not loading. My condition is true. My data will load into the target. My condition is false. My data, it will not load it. That's it. Simple logic. Okay, so this is the text file. I want to read this text file. I want to load into the DEPT number equal to 10. Those whose DEPT number 10, that record only I want to load it. Okay, so in the Talend, so this is a text file, right? I want to read the text file means there is a one component T file input delimited. By using the T file input delimited component, I can read the text file and the CSV files. Okay, so I want to load another text file means generate the target means there is a T file output delimited. By using the T file output delimiter, I can generate the CSV file or text file. Between I want to apply the some condition, right? What is my condition? DEPT number equal to 10. So I want to apply the conditions means there is a tFilterRow component. By using the tFilterRow component, I can filter the data. Okay. So how to develop the job, we'll see. Very simple. Okay. So let me go for the Talend. So this is the text file, right? So I want to import this text. First, we need to fetch the data into the Talend environment. So how to fetch the Talend environment means, so we have to import the metadata. How to import the metadata means we'll see now. So please observe, guys. So there is a metadata section. There is a file delimiter. Right click the file delimiter, create a file delimiter, provide the file name srcmp. So click on next, browse the file, which file I want to read it, browse it. Source, this is the source path. So text file, right? So srcmp. So click on next. What is the field separator, team? What is the field separator?
Comma.
Comma. So by default it's having semicolon. So they're asking in the interview, what is the by default field separator of T file input delimiter? By default semicolon, but my source is coming comma, so that's why I'm changing to comma. So whether I have header in this file, header. First record is
Yes.
not a data header, right? So how to make
Yes.
header means there is a one option. So by default header is a disable. I want enable means there is a one option, set heading row as a column. See, header is enabled. After selecting the field separator header, refresh the preview. So it will display the actual data, original data. Okay, so click on next. So in the real time, they will give one physical mapping document. In the physical mapping document, what are the column names, data types, and their length, it will give it. They will give you. So as per the mapping document, we have to change the data types and lengths. So click on finish. Okay, so I have imported the metadata. Now I have to develop the jobs. How to develop the jobs means in the job designs, right click the job design, create a job, filter the data. I am giving one name, filter data. Okay, please observe guys now. So it will open the designer workspace. So it will open the designer workspace. So I want to read the text file, right? So we already imported metadata, right? So I want to read the text file means which component we have to use team in the Talend as we discussed just now. Which component? Which component?
T file,
Component name?
T file,
Take file.
T file input delimiter.
Yeah. So let me drag this metadata. So select the T file input delimiter. Click on OK. So I want to generate the text file. So which component I have to use it?
T file
Which
output delimiter.
So we have to
Output.
take the T file out. How to take it? So there is a file section, output. So there is a components. These are the components. T file output delimiter. Simply drag it. Okay. So between I want to apply some condition. What is that condition? What is the condition team?
Filter.
Filter. So I want to take the filter component, right? How to take it? So there is a processing. Okay. So there is a tFilterRow component. Simply drag it. So I want to process this is the source, E for extract. This is the target. So I want to process the source data to target means we need to give the mapping links. So how to give it? Please observe guys. Right click, row main. Right click, row main, filter. So now I have to define the properties. Double click this source. I already imported metadata. I don't want to change anything here. So double click the tFilterRow. What is the condition team? What is the condition I have to write here?
Department number 10 only.
So there is a condition section. There is a plus symbol. Click the add plus symbol. There is a input column DEPT number equals to 10. My condition is ready. My condition is ready. So now I have to go for the target where I have to save the output file. I have to save somewhere, right? So let me browse the target path. Okay, I will save in the target. 5th April target. So let me give demo tvr.txt. Okay, so I want to include header. My column names I want in my output also. So that's why I'm selecting this one. So let me run the job. So there is a run tab. I'm running the job. See, my source having how many records team? My source how many? Here 9 records. My target is went 3 records. Let me open the target file. So demo TVR. See, so DEPT number 10 records only is loading. So this is a simple logic I have implemented. So is it required coding to implement this? Just you need to understand the component, what it will do, this component, what this component it will do, what this component it will do. If you know that component, what it will do, so you can easily survey this technology. But it's not required coding language here. Okay, is it clear team? Any questions to you develop this process? Is it difficult or is it easy?
Venkat, I have one more. See, we have number of components right in this Talend
Yeah.
tool.
Yeah.
So can we Will we be able to remember all those components, because I think it has almost 40 or 50?
No, it's
Not a
having more than 2000 components are there. It's not required to learn more than 2000 components. More than 1000 components are there. It's not required. Okay, so almost around 30 is enough. But we'll teach more components only, but it's not required to learn all. Okay, what are the
So
mainly
30 okay.
not 30, we'll teach more than 100 here.
More
Okay,
than 100?
so not so around 125 right here, 130.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, we'll teach it. What are the required components? So mainly we'll teach real-time scenarios, answers, interview questions, all components will cover it. So we have each class documentation. So you no need to prepare notes and all. So if you go for my documents, so let me go for my documents. Simple. Let me show you one simple example. So Talend documents, right? So there is some documents. So if you go for the documents, you can easily learn it. So with clear steps, what is it will do, what is the job design, what is the screenshot. With clear examples, I have prepared the notes. Okay, you can easily understand it. So we'll share the recordings, each class recordings as well as documents. Okay, so it is helpful for you.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, team? Why we need to learn Talend? Okay. So anyway, let me stop recording. You can ask your questions now because of I'm recording, right?